Dear JP, do you believe in time travel? If you did, would you go back and change something? Would you focus all your passion, drive, and energy on something different? For almost 11 years now, you have chased the unexplainable, to prove to yourself and those around you that ghosts and demons exist in this world. Who's the guy that killed himself right here behind me?
What is your name? Are you fucking with people in here? Why don't you come talk to us? Tell us what you want.
Shit! I heard that. Holy shit.
The most unbelievable EVPs because it relates to something that was happening in real time in the outside world. Let me play it for you real fast and then I'll tell you the rest. Right after we capture that EVP that says crash, and you hear the sirens because you hear emergency response going down there, what did you do?
I went to 50 radio, checked the scanner feed, and it said 2-car crash.
There was a 2-car crash right whenever we caught that EVP saying crash. Remember, these cell doors weigh over 100 pounds easily. No draft could even make that door budge an inch. Whatever opened that door has a ton of energy. And even scarier is that it was right next to my head. One, come stand right next to me. I just heard fucking something coming up on me right here.
What the fuck was going on, dude? I turned that light on, see what the hell
Something
was.
just came up on me right here. This is a letter to my past self. Actually, almost a warning to my past self. But what am I trying to warn my past self about? This film will show you. I started paranormal investigating at the age of 14. I caught my deceased mother's voice on recording and could never look back from this. I surrounded myself with a team of amazing investigators who have all the same goal in mind: prove the existence of an afterlife. But this fun hobby that I took way too lightly slowly turned dark quickly. Alright man, so this house that we're standing at right here, this house is where it's pretty much started my paranormal career. Seen things in here, heard things in here, caught EVPs in here. But I was only about 14 or 15, man, when we were in here investigating. Really? Yeah. Story goes is that a little kid was drowned by their father in the house.
Okay.
And this house is really old, man. But yeah, I thought it'd be cool to bring you here and to bring the viewers here to see. This house is literally where it all started.
Now, how often did you come here?
Oh, we would come here quite often. I've investigated here 10 plus times. Always catching stuff. Okay. Never let down. That tree right there, film that tree. That tree is the only type of tree in this area in any of the yards. And that tree is said to have been planted back in the day for when somebody died.
Really?
Yeah. Also, supposedly across the street was some Indian burial plots.
But you don't know who died?
No.
Like for the reason why they planted that
we
tree?
don't know. But my aunt that used to live here with my uncle, she said that she did some research and that was the type of tree. So yeah, lots of history, lots of mystery to this house. And yeah, I thought it would be cool to bring you around and show it to you. You know how when you're driving a car you think, oh, I'll never get in a wreck. That won't be me. Well, that's the same mentality I had. But guess what? I got in a wreck. And not just a fender bender, but in a full head-on collision with a very powerful dark force. My paranormal car wreck occurred on March 29th, 2018. And here is that story. Dude, I don't even know how to start it. Okay, well, that was probably one of the craziest nights of my life. I experienced something I never thought I would experience, especially doing this for as long as I have. We were filming the last episode of a TV show called Paranormal Isolation. And, sorry, it's just hard to talk about. And we were at this location pretty close to us. It's called, it was near Richmond, Texas. And we were there. It seemed fine. It seemed like a normal, active, haunted location. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. What would you say was out of the ordinary, Roman?
It was, no. It felt pretty normal, like any other.
Right. But there was this one particular room that everybody talked about that said that they sense an evil, almost maybe demonic, but we're not. I'm not going to throw that word around, but definitely something evil in there. We went into the room, and we were conducting a EVP session with a large group of people. There were 2 women there and their father. The 2 women were being interviewed for the show, so that's why they were there.
Yeah.
I heard a voice.
Yeah, me too.
But then in here, I can't tell if I'm hearing rain or what sounds like subtle talking.
I believe it's
in here.
rain because right here.
Okay, it's making some kind of whining noise.
Yeah.
And it seemed normal. We were just conducting the EVP session, like I said. And out of nowhere, I began to feel this sadness. I felt like a lump in my throat, like I was gonna cry, and I was like holding it in for some reason, and I'm not sure exactly what caused that. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feel sad.
Do
You
you?
feel sad?
Yeah, I have a lump in my throat.
I'm sorry.
And then out of nowhere, it felt like the room was getting thicker. The darkness around me was coming in. And I even asked Roman and one of the women that was with us, remember me asking you that, Roman?
Yeah.
I asked Roman, I said, is it getting darker in here? Because he was sitting right across from me. We were sitting on the floor. And what did you see, Roman?
It felt like there was a presence around you.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt, and I also witnessed something.
Like
I saw with my own eyes, maybe like a blob of black just go around you.
Yeah, he said he could physically see it. And it's weird because I said something before he was about to say something. Is any of y'all's vision like just getting
This get dark in front of you.
Yeah.
It's very dark in front of you, and it moved in front of you, and I wasn't going to say anything. You got very dark.
The thing's really been blinking.
I want to say around you got really dark.
I wasn't looking over there, to be honest.
I feel really fucking weird right now.
Are you in the room with us?
My vision just got darker. Like all I could see was this red dot. I couldn't see my
Well,
foot right
I
here. I
saw-
can
it-
see my foot right
To
now.
me, something moved in front of you and made you dark right through the front here a minute ago.
Did you move through JP?
So that's happening, and then my mood changed. I started kind of getting, I went from less sad to more angry, and I didn't want to leave the room. But I mentioned to everybody, hey, I'm feeling sad. Something's going on, something's affecting me. And everybody was like, okay, we need to get out. We need to take a break. And I didn't want to leave the room. I was ready to almost fight to stay in the room, like literally physically fight.
So weird. Like now, I don't feel as nervous.
Wait, I can't like process. Wait, I can't process my sentences if y'all are talking right now. My words are like slow, and
Slow
my
down.
movements are really slow.
What's your heart like? Can you feel your heart like beating really fast? Maybe we need to step out a minute. Sometimes, like when my heart's beating really fast, I feel like that. Like I can't talk right, or.
Can you shine the light in here?
Why don't we step out for just
wanna
a
get some
minute
fresh air?
and just take it off?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea to do when you're feeling like that, just because you just don't want to.
want to leave.
Well,
You have to.
You have to. Come on.
it's one of those things that you just kind of like shake it off for a minute and come right back.
Yeah,
You have to.
kind of want to stay.
Tell it to detach.
Well, maybe it wants you to stay, but maybe it's better for you to leave.
Tell it to detach
I don't care what
from
you're
you.
saying right
Tell it to detach from you.
now. So I jump up out of nowhere. I don't even know what caused me to do this, and I run to the closet of the room, supposedly where a spirit of a young boy is trapped because of this evil spirit that's in the room keeping him there. And I do an EVP session. And while I'm conducting the EVP session, I just continue to get more angry and more frustrated. And then out of nowhere, I play the EVP session back and capture something saying JP is mine. Very, very clear. JP is mine.
Is that what pissed you off?
Are you in here? No, I'm not. It just said JP's mine.
Uh-uh.
Swear to God.
Let's hear it.
Very beginning.
I heard it too.
Let me see. JP's what?
Mine.
Oh, JP's back.
Wow.
Shit, dude. All right, JP.
Yeah.
Now,
Let's go.
There's some
Let's go.
sage downstairs.
Put this in your pocket.
Saging.
just
Let's
put it
go.
in your pocket. It's Becky's, by the way.
So at that point, I'm still coherent enough to say, no, I'm not yours. And that makes me even more angry. And everybody's like, okay, it's time to get out. And something inside of me said, okay, yeah, it's time to get out. So I get out, we get out of the room, we go to our little rest area where all of our equipment's at, and everybody's kind of hanging out, goofing around, joking, and I wasn't. You would say my attitude changed, right, Roman?
Oh yeah, you were straight shooter. You weren't joking around.
Yeah.
But you weren't going along with any of my jokes.
Right.
You were being serious the whole time.
And usually we goof around.
we
and
goof around all the time, and you weren't doing it.
yeah,
You weren't putting up with it.
I wasn't interested in that. I was interested in going back into that room. So they say, hey, let's take some pictures before the girls leave, the ones that we interviewed, and let's take some pictures with them before they leave. But for some reason, I felt like there was a deeper reasoning to why they wanted to take the pictures. I thought they were trying to capture like a spirit around me or something in the picture. That's why they were trying. And so I got angry about that, as I did with everything else. And funny thing is, they actually did capture something around me. There was this weird, strange green skull-looking anomaly above my head, and you can actually see it moving with me as if it was watching me. And I think this is that evil spirit. We captured it in anomaly form. But we didn't see it at the time. This was later that we noticed this. So I got mad, and I said, what are you trying to do? You know, capture a spirit around me? I thought that there was like this hidden agenda to taking pictures with me. Something so simple as taking a picture. But that's not what they were doing it for. But everybody could kind of tell something was off, so everybody got really uncomfortable, and they were like, okay, it's time to leave. So the women and their father leave, the ones that we interviewed, and we go downstairs, and the owner of the place is downstairs, and she's like, what's gone into him? Like, she could tell. She can look at me and literally tell that there was something off with me. That's how weird I was acting compared to the rest of the time I had been there. Keep in mind, we had already been there at night, so she knew how I was, and she could tell that I wasn't the same person. And she was telling me, you need to tell whatever's latched onto you to leave you alone, and it's not welcome. I did that, but I didn't do it as in the sense of I was actually trying to get it off of me. I was kind of just like trying to please her. And she's like, you're not listening to me. I can see it in your eyes. You are not listening to me. And then she said something that really has stuck with me because it was true. But she said, I can tell you want to hurt me. And I did. I think that's the hardest part of these experiences with people that go through these things. It was scary because I had thoughts of physically hurting my friends. Not just hurting them, I had thoughts of killing them. I don't know how else to put it. It's embarrassing and I'm really ashamed of it, but I couldn't control it. I looked to the left and our researcher Karen was sitting next to me, and I had a big flashlight in my hand, and I had a thought of literally bashing her in the head. Just boom, boom with the flashlight. It's not something that I would ever think that I'd have a thought of. It's not something I've never even thought of. So it's really hard to say it even after so long after it happened. But eventually everybody prayed for me, and they told me I need to tell whatever was around me to get away, and we did the saging thing, and we did the cleansing thing with certain stones, things I never took serious, that I took for granted in this field. but I think they are important to protect yourself now, after experiencing what I experienced. So I did that. Finally, after a couple hours, I was back to normal, but we had to cancel filming for that night. We never even filmed the rest of the night. Unfortunately, we didn't capture any of this on video because we were saving our camera batteries and SD cards for the actual TV show part. But luckily, one of the females that was there for the interview was recording with her recorder, and that's how I was able to share with you guys that during this interview. But this is no joke. This is real life. This isn't a joke. This isn't a game. What we do in this field is very dangerous, and I hit the wall. That's all I can say. I wrecked straight into a wall of reality. And after doing this for almost a decade, or about a decade now, I know that. So now I would never take for granted going into a location. I would never take for granted leaving and telling whatever is there to stay there. And this has happened to a lot of people, a lot of close friends of mine. And I want to share those stories with you as well. I think Debra's here. Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. Even though you know I hate telling this story.
I know. Thank you, though. I think that it's important that people hear this side of it, though, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I just don't like reliving it. My name's Debra Fossett. I'm a paranormal investigator and property manager for the haunted Old Lavaca County Jail in Houtsville, Texas. I've been there for 3.5 years. I've been a paranormal investigator for 45 years. And you asked me to talk about an experience that happened to me while investigating a place.
Would you describe this experience unlike any other?
Oh, yeah.
What made it so different?
I mean, it was an experience where I had a loss of memory, a personality change, and it falls in that category of, I guess, having an attachment. I was always very skeptical of anyone who claimed to be demonically possessed. I just had never experienced anything like that in over 45 years of being an investigator. We were at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee, and this happened on one of those nights where we had some experiments that we planned to do. It involved using a tone generator. Our theory being, what if these lower vibrational tones attract lower vibrational type beings? We were in a kind of a mental ward part of that hospital. And we'd already had a number of things happen once we began experimenting with these different tones. One of the ladies in our group started crying uncontrollably.
You okay? Let me stop this for a second?
The activity really beefed up. We saw a big dark shadow in the hallway. Someone got touched. I got very agitated as kind of this went along. I remember us being at this nurse's station desk on the 2nd or 3rd floor of that hospital. I don't remember. I remember it was October the 5th, 2015. And it was a night that changed how I think of things related to the paranormal and doing investigations.
Okay, so right now we are with a good friend named Alex, and he also had a very horrible experience with the paranormal field. So right now we're just going to have him explain it. So what exactly happened to you?
Okay, so I'll start by saying that I had been experimenting more with the Ouija boards, which has been something I've used since I was a kid. In these particular instances, I my girlfriend, Brittany, who hadn't played since she was a kid, suddenly got the urge to want to experiment with it with me. So the next time we played was actually after the time you were on my podcast on YouTube. We decided to play that night. It started getting weird pretty fast. We were using a board from the 1940s, and so we started the session out. We noticed it kept pulling toward her, and all of a sudden she felt sick to her stomach, and she got up and went and threw up in the trash can. And this is all, we were still live streaming at this point. Brittany says she all of a sudden wants to throw up. Do you want to stop? Maybe I should do this by myself. Brittany just went to throw up. So she threw up several times. I think it was 3 times in the trash can. She started acting kind of weird and saying some weird things. So then she started doing weird things with her hands. She was like, they were on her legs, but she was like doing this. And it just looked really weird, and her hands were doing this weird like contortions. Also, right before that on the board, it spelled out D-I-E-I, D-I-E-I, or I-D-I-E. I guess it was trying to say I die or die I. Then she started doing the weird thing with her hands, and then she told me to turn off the camera and turn off the live stream. Everyone in the chat was typing prayers and, you know, trying to, they could tell something was going on. So then I turned off the live stream, and that's when things got pretty real. It was something was inside Brittany, and it wasn't her.
Can you tell me the emotions you felt, like the anger you said?
Yeah, I remember being angry. I remember saying I had a headache. And from what they told me later, I just sort of roamed off by myself. And I think they kind of lost track of me for, you know, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
I could not see you because I said, "Where's Deborah?" Because I couldn't see you. You were around the corner. And then he said, "Oh, she's over here."
But the next real memory I have is being in a different part of that building on a staircase with Andre, who was with us, and he had his hands on my shoulders and kind of, not shaking me, but, you know, had a hold of me, and he's saying, "We're going to go downstairs." All I remember is being very confused about that, and why are we going to go downstairs? I thought we were going to do some, and he kept asking me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" But even at that point, when I'm saying, "Yeah, I'm okay," I was struggling with him, and he's like, "We're going downstairs." And I'm like, "No, we're not. I'm not going anywhere. We're up here," and yeah, and he's like, "No, you're going downstairs." So it wasn't until really sitting down with him and him saying, "I hope I got the look on your face on camera, and I really want you to see this." And I'm like, "I don't know if I want to or not."
Even her eyes her eyes are like a greenish color. They almost looked more in the yellowish tint to them. It was very strange. And she was doing this sinister grin. Like, it was the creepiest grin I've literally ever seen. And like, it was insane. And she started, it wasn't her talking to me, it was something else. And it was telling me that things like that I have no faith, and that I'll never be able to stop it because I'm not a true believer in God and things like that. That I had no power, and that I was afraid of it, that it was going to stab me in the stomach. I wish I had turned on a tape recorder or something, but at the moment I was just like I gotta fix this mode, you know. I was like, something's wrong with Brittany, something's inside of her, or channeled through her is what I think. It's a really confusing, it's a really confusing night for me to think about the grin that would come across her face. It was, sometimes I still look at her and expect to see that thing grin back at me or look
Wow.
at me with those eyes.
Do you you almost quit? This almost made you quit, right?
It made me think about it, but so it almost left me intrigued more than wanting to quit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it left me wanting to find out more, find out how I can.
What was that? Yeah.
What was that? How can I stop that? How can I protect myself and my family from that?
Do you think that it's important for people to hear these stories? Because the whole idea of this film is to show that there's a darker side to this that you don't get on TV.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to take it into consideration. You're better safe than sorry, and there is a darker side to this stuff.
And I remember him asking me, what's the last thing you remember? I'm like, well, I remember us being at the nurse's station up there. We were doing an experiment with a tone generator. He says, that's the last thing you remember, being there? I'm like, yeah. And he said something like, yeah, have a seat. A lot happened after that.
How you doing?
I'm good.
So tell me, what's the last thing you remember upstairs?
God, now you're gonna make me think I had a nervous breakdown.
No.
I remember standing in the hallway.
Look.
Debra, you're just amongst friends. Well, what's the last thing that you remember?
I was standing up there and
Where?
What hallway?
Doing what?
Which hallway?
by the desk.
By the desk?
When I was crying?
Yeah.
That's the last thing you remember? Yeah, well, a lot happened after that.
Did this experience ever make you think maybe I should stop doing this?
Oh, it did from that moment on. It was like, yeah, whoa. Because, I mean, like I said, I never really bought into that because I'd never had that experience. And I heard a lot of people say, yeah, wait till it happens to you, then you'll believe it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. And the wait was over that weekend.
Entertainment value.
How you doing, Debra?
Yeah, she's all quiet. Why is
Yeah, I
she
mean,
quiet?
your demeanor's changed, Debra. You know that? Ever since the second tone? Who's over here? Look at me. Hey, look at me. You okay?
Yeah. But it really does, I mean, you get to where you think, you know, I've been doing this years and years and years. I have a certain base of knowledge that I base all my beliefs on. And it's a sobering thing when, in an instant, everything you thought you believed is different. It changes you.
It's incredible how everybody's stories are so similar, but yet so different. We make our way to Hallettsville, Texas to visit the old haunted Lavaca County Jail, a place where I've spent a lot of time devoting research and investigating. The story we're going to hear is truly unique and honestly, just downright shocking.
The Joker!
Alright, so right now we are here with Rick and Veronica Martinez. And first off, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Sure, no problem.
I know that based off of what happened to you, which we'll get into, it might be kind of tough for you to be here again, but we really appreciate you coming out. I know y'all had to drive as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of almost mandatory, I feel like, to kind of go back to where it happened so we can see like exactly what happened to you. Is that something you'd be okay with?
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do it. The jail was built in 1885 and consisted of the upstairs cages housing men and women of Hallettsville, Texas. In 1976, the jail was modified and the newer cells were added in downstairs. The jail operated until 2005, when it would finally close its doors. Even though the old jail has been shut down, some of the inmates were sentenced to afterlife. Okay, so Rick, I want to start with you because I want to know what was going on to you before you entered this trance-like state.
Okay, well, right, once I got, when we got to this place, I was like I said, outside. To me, I said to him, man, I'm really frightened to go in there. But I did it because my wife said, let's go, don't be frightened, go up there and check it out. What did it all is when I heard my name scream out, and I didn't know who it was, so when he got closer to me, I realized it was my brother, but from far away I could hear my name, but I couldn't see no. I could feel someone in the back, but
You were walking and you didn't want to turn around.
no, I didn't want to turn around. I just kept on hearing my name. Yeah. Hey Rick, you know. But it was so dark, and that's what did it all, you know. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
So it's just like something, just like there was like a mental breakdown.
Exactly. So later on, they all decided to go back inside. So I'm there taking snacks, eating some snacks, and all of a sudden I'm just sitting there, just me and I think it was Nicole and someone was there. It was just me and her, and all of a sudden I just started laughing away. You know, I just thought it just happened. It just, and what you all right? And Nicole kept on asking me.
What's wrong with you? And he was just like, I
don't know. I just can't control myself.
And then
I'm like,
she asked him, she goes, what is your name? And then he's laughing and everything. He was like, Joker. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Who are you?
Why are you laughing?
What's your name?
The Joker. The Joker.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know him, but it looked so uncomfortable and it looked so unnatural. And then you named yourself Joker.
I said to myself, I just couldn't control myself, and since everybody was there, I said to myself, I actually said, God damn, man, I'm fucking sounding like the fucking Joker now. And I'm like, and everybody like, yeah, that's weird. Man.
Are you Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Did you see a ghost?
Yes. I saw my brother scare me some. Oh,
So Patrick.
oh my God.
And there was a reason why we're in this cell. And it's because it has a correlation with the word Joker.
Right.
Right.
What is it?
Baby Joker.
Baby
And
Joker.
It's written somewhere right there, right?
Yeah.
But so somebody here called themselves Joker. Do you think that is a big connection to what happened to you?
I mean, be honest with you, I didn't see the name Joker. I just said to myself, I'm laughing like now I sound like the Joker.
He didn't come back in here.
Yeah.
We're the ones that saw this.
So
He never came
I
back.
just brought it up to my attention. I said, damn, I'm sounding like a dang Joker now. And that's it. And then all of a sudden they see that name, they're like, that's probably what it was, you know. Yeah.
I can see why I was carrying those paws. Like,
I know, like, I can kind of describe what happened to me in that
Really?
state of mind, kind of. What was going through your head while you were laughing where you just couldn't stop?
What was going through my head? I'm like, just weird. I just acting like, and why am I? I'm saying to myself, why am I not? Why can't I control myself? Why is it happening? Like, I couldn't just stop. I couldn't stop. It kept
Like
on.
you were conscious within yourself.
Yeah.
You just couldn't make it stop.
I couldn't make it stop. I just. Just building up pressure out here, and I kept on laughing. I just couldn't control myself, and I'm like, wow, you know. But I just, you know, it's like I couldn't just stop. It just kept on and kept on and kept on. I'm like, till she called Debra.
Yeah.
And then I guess Debra must have, I don't know, she had to touch and take me outside and said, I don't remember her walking me outside.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I end up outside.
It's so funny. Why are you laughing?
Oh, I better go outside.
I have a question for y'all. Do you mind if I was to conduct a quick EVP session to maybe see if we can get anything?
Go ahead.
That's fine? Okay. Just want to make sure. We know that you did something to him. What was it that you did? If you know who this man is and you made him laugh uncontrollably, can you come say his name for us? Did you hear that? No, you know what I actually hear? The Joker's here. What?
Can you listen to it again?
Yep.
The Joker's here.
Yep.
The Joker's here. That's what it said. Okay, so we are at a very special location that is honestly one of the scariest places I've ever been. And the reason why we're here for this film is because I think this place actually plays a very key role in the experience that I had at the other location. The reason for it is because this place was so scary at the time that I came that I think it tore down some wall of protection that I had built up or something, thus allowing the other location to give me the experience that I had. So tonight I'm here with my team, Just Paranormal, Karen, Sean, Roman's behind the camera, and we also have a special guest that we are super excited about. That there is Dylan from Concho Valley Paranormal, and he's going to join us tonight. This is a place that he knows very well, so I'm hoping with his knowledge of the location and everything like that, that him being here in this outfit, because there's a story tied to this, will hopefully bring out some great activity, but I know that this place will have great activity regardless. Dylan, you got anything to say?
Well, I hope y'all are prepared for it, really, because this place definitely has it. Out of all the places I've ever been, this is my number one. Number one.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
The Old Park Hotel was built in 1886 in the small, old western town of Ballinger, Texas. The building would see many uses, from a local school to a cowboy lodge and even an illegal brothel. The hotel is associated with many deaths and is said to be the final home for at least 30 ghosts. And those dead inside the hotel is what makes the hotel feel so alive.
One night I was in here doing an isolation session in that closet room upstairs, and I'm just sitting there asking a few questions, and the obelisk device was speaking out a few words, and the atmosphere just changed. It got real dark, real dense, and real heavy. I could feel it on me. And all of a sudden I look out, because I feel something watching me through the doorway. And I look out and I look to my right and there's nothing, and I look out to my left, and all of a sudden a black shadow mass just appeared out of nowhere and charged me, hit me in my chest, and like literally made me just like maybe lose my balance. It like knocked the breath out of me. I was just in complete shock. And then I finally came to my senses. I was just completely freaked out, and I had to just stop my session then and there.
One night after doing a ghost tour in here, we do the public ghost tours, I was really tired, and normally I go home after the ghost tour, but this particular night I decided to sleep in our bedroom downstairs. When I first got into the bed, I could feel something strange in the room. I was kind of had an anxiety level that was a little high, so I laid there a few minutes up on my back. After a while, I turned onto my side as I started to fall asleep. And right when I closed my eyes and started drifting off, I suddenly felt this weird sensation on my head. The sensation turned into the feeling of a hand on my head. Possibly a woman's hand, I really don't know. But the hand felt very strange. It was massaging my head, and after probably 3 or 4 minutes, I thought I was imagining this. I suddenly realized, no, this is really happening. I opened my eyes in shock. I looked around in the darkness and I started to roll over, and right at that moment I saw it. There was a woman staring straight at me. Her arm was stretched out. It was about a foot distance between my face and her face. I suddenly looked in shock into the darkness, and suddenly, as quickly as I saw it, it just vanished. And I saw it leaving outside the door. To this day, I don't know what I saw. I think maybe it was a brothel woman from the past. I really don't know, but there's lots of apparitions, lots of shadow figures seen in this hotel.
Alright, so right now downstairs, it's me, Sean, and we're gonna do something that we try to do often, but we always forget because we get caught up in investigating, but we wanna be quiet for like 10 to 15 minutes, just listen to the sounds of the building, see if we hear anything. We got a team upstairs with Roman, Karen, and Dylan, and they're gonna be doing the same thing, being completely still. We have walkies to make sure that it's not one of us making the noises, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do, so let's do it. Alright, it's explained. We are ready to go.
Alright, let's rock and roll.
Alright, we're rolling 2. Alright. 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
You hear that?
Did you just say something?
No.
Tag that on the recorder, I just heard a voice.
Alright. I think I just heard some talking.
From where?
Sorry, I can't tell. I want to say back there. Yeah, I heard a knock.
Make sure it wasn't. Hey, did one of you guys knock?
Did anybody knock?
No.
No.
The knock was back that way.
Yeah, I heard that. Hello? I'm coming up.
Did you hear anything?
Yeah, we actually did.
Really?
Yeah, did y'all?
I didn't hear anything, but I felt something.
I heard a voice, and I thought it was Sean talking, and he said it wasn't him.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I'm gonna kill those IR lights.
Okay. But y'all didn't have anything happen?
Roman did.
What happened?
He was standing right. Roman, what happened?
Let me kill this real quickly. I was standing right over here, where you're at, and let me read. I was like standing right here, right? And like I was looking towards Dylan. I had my camera pointed in this doorway because I felt something was like gonna be over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like looking at Dylan at the same time, where he's at, and then immediately like I got like a feeling that something was like right over my shoulder. And I'm like, okay, well, let me turn. Because I was turning my head left and right throughout the whole thing. And I turned, and as soon as I did that, I felt like a sudden urge of dizziness. And like, I wanted to pass out.
Wow.
So I don't know what. Something was coming over me. That's what I felt.
All right, right now, me and Karen, we are in room number 5. There's a reason why we came to this room. What's the reason?
I just had a feeling. I kept looking this way, which is towards the front of the hotel, and it was just, I just had a feeling from the staircase that something was going on in here.
Okay. All right, So we're gonna see what's going on up here. Maybe we can get some answers.
Yes.
What's up? It's Sean. Right now we're gonna do some EVP, probably for what, a couple minutes. We got Dylan here, Concho Valley Paranormal, Roman behind the camera right here, and we'll do some EVP, then some ghost box, and we'll see what we get. What are some things relevant to this place that I should ask? Because I don't know a lot about this.
You got the Seacrest family?
Seacrest?
Yeah. They're, according to Dan, they're like really big at communicating right now. Like right now, this is their, like, I guess you could say, moment of communication.
Yeah.
Also down here, there's a lot of shadow people that walk back and forth.
Mhm.
There's
I've seen them actually earlier.
Yeah, there's the Cowboy Slim that walks around.
Cowboy Slim?
Yeah, everybody calls him Slim or Cowboys, kind of like his little nickname.
Okay.
And also, we'll get more in detail with the malicious 1 and 116.
If you're in that room and you want to come out and talk to us, can you open the door? Can you shake that doorknob? Okay, look. If you're on the other side of this door, knock for me just like this. What'd you hear?
It sounded like something out there in a chair. Just a tiny bit moved.
Are you out there? Are you in a chair? If you're on the hallway, can you come shake the doorknob to room number 5? I'm gonna knock again. Copy my knock. Ready? Can you give us some sort of sign that you're here? Any type of knock, any noise, anything. Shake a doorknob. Alright, I'm gonna open this door. We can go in there and see if anything's happening. It does feel a little different in here. Like a little heavier.
Yeah.
Is this
Like there's a child in this room.
a child?
Yeah.
Is there a little kid in here? Are you a little boy or a little girl?
Who's down here with us right now? I need you to come talk to us. You don't have to be scared. Let us know you're here. I'm gonna hit stop now.
Who's down here with us right now? I need you to come talk to us. You don't have to be scared. Let us know you're here. I'm gonna hit stop now.
I heard something come through right when I said.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna hit stop now.
You heard that too, Roman?
You heard that?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, it sounded like it was right behind me.
Behind you. Wait, just now?
Yeah, like right as you started.
I'm gonna hit stop now.
I heard something come through right when I said.
Yeah.
I heard an EVP come through.
Is somebody over there? It sounded like a knock to you or something?
It sounded like a knock and then it sounded like a...
And I hear something right when y'all said y'all heard something. I heard something on the recorder.
I heard someone go like psst.
Right.
Like hey.
It was just like earlier.
Yeah.
And if it is a kid, then maybe they're a little scared.
Yeah,
Intimidated.
it could be.
Are you a little kid? Look, I'm gonna show you something super cool. You ready? I have this right here. It's a toy. And it lets me hear you. So we can send each other cool messages. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna turn my little toy on. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you come tell me an answer, okay? How does that sound? Does that sound good? Okay, get ready, okay? Okay, my first question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Okay, my first question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Did that say yellow or purple?
Let me hear it. I thought it said yellow.
Okay, my first question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow is your favorite color? That is so cool.
That is awesome.
Okay, when this car passes by, I need to play this into the camera.
Okay, my first question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Yellow. Wow.
That is.
What is your favorite color?
Man, that's awesome. Yellow's your favorite color? Okay, do you want to ask them a question, Karen?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? My toy's on now. Karen's gonna ask you a question, okay?
What year were you here? Or what year is it?
Okay, I hope you said that answer real loud so I can hear you. Okay? Let me listen to it closer.
Yeah.
That loud noise?
Yeah.
That was up here.
Yeah.
We just heard a loud noise. I hope that camera over there caught it. Make sure that wasn't them. Hey, where are you guys at? We just heard a loud footstep or something up here outside of the door.
Yeah, we heard something drag something.
Alright, thank you. That's weird. So they heard something too. Alright, so right now we're going to split up in teams of 2 here at the hotel. And right now we have Sean and Karen, first team. They're going to go upstairs and see what happens. Alright, good luck.
Cool. What spot do you want to go to, Karen?
It doesn't matter.
Where were you feeling like the most energy?
Okay, I'm most scared of like down the hall.
Then let's go that way.
You would.
Alright.
What room creeped you out the most?
Well, when I got disoriented and dizzy, it was right there over that square on the floor.
Do you have any feelings about any type with any of the rooms?
I don't know about the rooms, but I know that up here, I just get a nauseous feeling.
Oh, really? No.
I get slightly nauseated in this area. Maybe we can do Ghost Box and walk around
Okay.
up here. Are you in this room over here? Thought I heard my name.
Oh, weird. Where are you?
That was something.
Yeah. Where are you? Can you say it clearer and louder?
I need you to tell me your name. If you can hear me, I need you to tell me your name. Spirits, I need you to tell me. How many of you are in here right now? think I heard 5.
Yeah, I heard 5.
If you can hear me, I need you to tell me, are you good or evil? Are you good or evil?
Anomaly.
You saw an anomaly?
Right at your back.
Really?
It was going up.
I got major chills right now. Are you behind me right now? That's crazy, right? When you said that, I was getting major chills.
Alright, so right now it's me. We got our boy. Try to get him out that. Our boy Dylan. And we are upstairs right now. We need to turn that light off. And we're gonna do some EVP work, and I got another piece of equipment I'm gonna show Dylan, try it out. And he also has his SLS camera. So let's see if we can catch any figures. Ready?
Yep.
Were y'all just calling on the walkie? Did y'all walkie? Because whenever I was walking up down here, something came through.
No, we didn't touch it.
Weird. My walkie went off while I was going over there.
Huh. Yeah, I thought I heard it, but I thought it was...
Yeah, I was like, burp, burp. You heard that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Hello? Who's up here? Anybody? How are y'all doing? You enjoying us coming and hanging out with you? It's pretty cold, can you tell? Can you feel that it's cold? Do you feel cold like you did when you were alive? This is the room that Karen was saying she felt weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in here. See what's up. Were you having an effect on my friend Karen in here? Dude, this thing's going crazy. It was recording like the whole time. Something was making it go off.
What was it?
Is there like, it feels like there's something moving in here. Like there's stuff moving around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the best way I can explain the feeling. It just feels like there's just movement. Not intelligent, just moving stuff.
Yeah.
And then that EVP kind of, it just was just going off as if it's just capturing whatever's here, just moving around. I'm hearing a weird sound too.
Whoa.
What?
Something just appeared right to your left. I've been having this thing perfectly in his back. It's weird looking too. Like it was trying to like manifest to a solid figure, but it was just like all jiggly jaggly. But it's gone now. But it was to your left at where those doors are, laying against the wall. And it's like it keeps trying to appear over and over again. It keeps coming in and out, in and out.
Are you behind me? Is somebody trying to come over here and stand by me? You know what's funny?
What's up?
How it's like moving around and it won't form.
Yeah.
It's probably because like what I said and how you said it felt. Like there's just movement going on in here. There's just spirits, like non-intelligent.
Yeah.
So maybe it's trying to map out something that's just moving and it's not even, and
like it's completely gone now. Like it's
Yeah.
not there anymore.
That's weird that all of the things that we are feeling all make for one theory, and it's that there's just like some movement going on in here.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right. Have you ever got it to map out anything in this closet?
We've actually never used this here.
Oh, let's try it out. Let's see if we catch something in the closet. So the story behind this closet here is that a female hanged herself, but the story goes deeper than that. Some people think that she somebody hung her, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see.
They believe it's one of the brothel girls during the bordello days that was hung in here.
Do you think that maybe like somebody didn't want to pay her or something?
Either that or there's many different reasons.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot of ways to know that you're in that closet. Okay? And if that's somewhere that you feel comfortable being, I understand. It makes sense. Okay? But you don't have to be there anymore. You don't have to be stuck in that closet. You can roam freely around. There's no reason for you to be in there. I just want to let you know. But we do want a definite answer, and the definite answer is to know whether or not you were murdered. So let's try to figure that out, okay?
Yep.
The time is now to tell us whether or not were you murdered? If you were murdered, say the word murdered.
The time is now to tell us whether or not were you murdered?
No.
Whoa. That
was super, super clear.
Yeah, I heard that just right over here. No.
Yeah, real fast.
No.
If you were murdered, say the word murdered. To tell us whether or not were you murdered?
No. Wow.
But do you think that... Let me see. But do you think that do you think it's the woman's spirit? You know what I mean? Like that could be like somebody else saying it.
Yeah, see, the thing is, they say that the guy who possibly did it is still here as well. And every single time you bring it up, this woman hanged in this closet, whether people say it's suicide, whether people say it's murder, either way, a male spirit comes through and either says something very incriminating or tries to like persuade you in a sense to turn away from the subject.
And that was a very sharp no, like just leave it alone.
Yeah.
If you're the man that did this to this woman, I want you to know right now that that is completely wrong and justice needs to be served, okay? And you know why you're probably stuck here? You're probably stuck here because you did this to this woman. Do you understand that? That's probably why you're stuck here. That makes a lot of sense. Wow, that's crazy. You're probably stuck here because you did this to this woman, okay? It's time just to admit it. Everybody's gonna come in here, everybody knows the story, and they're gonna keep asking you the same questions. The sooner you admit it and let it go, maybe people will start forgiving you. But until then, nobody's gonna forgive you for what you... I just heard a noise in the closet, I just got the chills.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna forgive you, okay? Why would they forgive you? You can't admit your wrongdoing if you did do this. It's tough to say because if he is here and he did it, then obviously that's wrong. Yeah. He needs to pay for what he did. But if he didn't do it and he's just stuck here for some reason, then it's like people are coming in here and yelling at him, and you know, and then maybe that's what's irritating him and making him mad. You know, it's tough to say. It's
right.
Let's listen to that one and see.
Everybody's gonna come in here, everybody knows the story, and they're gonna keep asking you the same question. The sooner you admit it and let it go, maybe people will start forgiving you. But until then, nobody's gonna forgive you for what you did. Nobody's gonna forgive you. Okay? Why would they forgive you? You can't admit your wrongdoing if you did do this.
it's not coming in very clear.
That no was pretty clear though.
That no is super clear. Super, super clear. If you're the man that people think did this and you didn't do it, if you did not do it, go stand next to that chair over there for me. If you stand next to that chair and you can show yourself to us somehow, one way or another, I'll leave you alone.
Whoa! He just appeared next to the chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I just got super chills.
Me too. I got the big chills. Me too. You know what? That's cool, man. If you were able to do that for me right now, I'm gonna be a man of my word, and I'm gonna leave you alone, and I'll let people know that I speak to that you showed yourself in order to prove that you weren't the one that did that to her. So Dylan, we gotta be a man of our word, and we gotta go.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I just hope that you aren't lying, because if you're lying, all you're doing is hurting yourself. Okay? Because the only way that people are going to forgive you is if you just go ahead and admit it. But if you didn't do it, okay, we gotta keep our word, right?
Yep. Let's do it. Let's go.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like he just like appeared next to the show yourself next to the chair, and boom, he appeared next to the chair in a full form. And I was it just stood there just like this. It wasn't like all jiggly and jaggy like they usually are.
He stood right in front of the chair.
Yeah, it was crazy.
All right, so me and Dylan just got back from some investigating. That was awesome. We caught some good stuff. That SLS capture is really cool, and that EVP. So now that we caught that, I want Sean. He's been itching to do some solo work. So I want you to go back to that room and see if you can get that guy to talk on the ghost box and maybe hear his side of the story on why he's getting aggravated that he keeps getting blamed for murdering this lady.
What happens.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Good luck.
All right. Hello? Who was hung in this closet? Who was hung in here? I can hear you. What is your name? Brett? Brett? Brett or Brad? Tell me your name. I heard Bridget. Do you have a message you'd like to get out to somebody? Are you stuck here? Are you stuck here? Peter, why are you still here? Did you say guilty? Did you say guilty? Did you say guilty? What did you do? Why are you still here? What happens here? What happens in this room? How was someone killed in this room? How was someone killed in this room? How was someone killed in this room? Did someone die in this room? Who was hung in here? I need you to come talk to me.
All right, so right now, Roman behind the camera and Karen are gonna go downstairs in the hallway. Try to hit some rooms. Hit that last room where Dylan got the light bulb broken, thrown at him. So try to hit that room. I'm gonna give you the SB11. See what you can do. See if you can catch some disembodied sounds too. Good luck. It's been pretty active.
We are on. Okay. Recording there. Let me clap real quickly. This is investigation with Roman and Karen. Ready when you are. Wait, let me check that.
Did you hear that?
What is it? Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Wait, let me check that.
Did you hear that?
What is it?
It's my voice.
Nuh-uh. Okay, you want to start right here?
Yeah.
We can keep the light on if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Did my voice just come through here?
right. It said right.
What is our name?
Who's here with us? Is anybody here with us right now? Your what? Your... Can you repeat that? Your...
Is there a message you have for us?
You want to move more towards the room?
I don't want to do this.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay, we can go.
I don't feel right about it.
Here, let me set this. Hold on.
If someone's here with us, make the wind chimes chime.
You hear that, right? Karen? Karen, I heard a voice over there.
I know, I did too.
I heard a voice.
Was it a woman's?
I don't know. Alright, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's go. Here, you lead the
I'm
way.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Go. I'll be right behind you.
This place is really freaky.
I told you it was.
Nothing?
No.
I kind of want to do another solo with the spirit speaker thing.
What happened? You're scared?
Yeah.
No.
I don't get that way.
It's because
This place is scary. All right, so we did Old Park Hotel about a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago, yeah. It's still fresh in our memory. I mean, it's the experience that we had there was pretty intense, to say the least.
Yeah, that place is it's a special place. It's very active. We had some cool stuff happen that night.
Oh yeah, I remember not only myself, but I could pick up a vibe from the whole team actually.
Mhm.
You know, I think we were all on the same page that we could pick up some pretty mean spirits there. You know, I remember just this daunting feeling of looking down the hallway, and it's like sucking you in.
I know.
And it's pitch black, you know. That's how long this hallway was.
And I felt like it was important to include Old Park Hotel in this documentary because I think it like stripped down some wall of protection I had built up or something, which led to me having my experience in Richmond. And the second time that we went right now, it definitely did the same thing almost. You know, it didn't strip the wall down, but it was very scary, and we had a bunch of crazy stuff happen. What's an experience that stuck out to you?
No, definitely, I agree. Over at Old Park, one of the experiences was have to be with Karen. I remember we were just setting up the cameras, and we didn't pick it up on our. I didn't hear it initially, but apparently the camera did, and it said my name in Karen's voice.
Yes,
that's what freaked me out. This is investigation with Roman and Karen. In person, she didn't say my name, right? Because I remember the camera didn't pick that up, and it didn't. And I don't remember her saying anything at all. I remember Karen was not to throw Karen under the bus or anything, but I remember she went in there being serious. She didn't want to talk too much. We were going in there.
She's kind of nervous, right?
She was very nervous, anxious.
Yeah.
And so was I, you know.
For sure.
And we were setting up, and I remember, you know, her not speaking at all. And then whenever you went back on the footage, and whenever that camera caught my name in her voice, that gave me the chills. And right now I'm getting the chills just thinking about it.
It's really creepy. And whenever I saw it, whenever I was editing the video, I contacted you and her, and y'all both said, yeah, we did not do that. And then I played it and I showed it to you guys, sent it to you guys, and y'all were both like, yeah, that wasn't her. And she said it wasn't her too.
Definitely. What about you?
Man, for sure that SLS capture that me and Dylan caught in the room of the figure in the closet. I literally said right there, if you want us to leave you alone and quit blaming you for killing this woman, you need to show yourself. And immediately, on demand, boom, he popped up. I mean,
what more can you ask for?
Exactly. If you're the man that people think did this and you didn't do it, if you did not do it, go stand next to that chair over there for me. If you stand next to that chair and you can show yourself to us somehow, one way or another, I'll leave you alone.
Whoa! He just appeared next to the chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I just got super chills.
Me too. I got the big chills. Me too.
What more can you? And you did. Respectively, you did. You left him alone.
We had to leave, man.
You had to leave. You gotta keep your word.
I remember whenever I first started in the paranormal, an investigator that like taught me almost everything I know. He said he hates asking. He hates saying if you do something, we'll leave, because then you have to leave. He said you have to respect them, and that's always stuck with me. So whenever we did that, I was like, okay, we have to leave, but it was worth it because we got that piece of evidence that made that whole situation worth it.
It's what makes the trip out there worth it.
For sure.
Whenever you catch something like that, and whenever they respond within seconds, it makes the whole world go around.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And now we're on to the last and final step of this film, man.
You ready?
Yeah, I think I am. We're going to be going back to the hotel in Richmond where I had my experience.
Yeah.
I'm nervous, but I'm confident. I have this confidence in me that I'm not going to have something like that happen to me again. And I'm not sure what this confidence is coming from, but it's there, and I need to ride with it and just feel good when I go there.
Well, man, there's only one thing left to do. Gotta go there.
Yeah, and we're going tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it right now.
All right.
Pew.
All right, so me and Roman here.
Let's go.
And we're on our way to the hotel in Richmond. Starting to get a little nervous, but I think we'll be okay. Just ready to get over with and put an end to this.
Yeah, can't wait, man. You know, driving back the same route that we are, it's like a flux of like memories are coming through.
Yeah. I remember going there and thinking like, you know, this was one of the closer locations we went to when we were filming that show.
Yeah.
So it was exciting, but we didn't realize what we had in store for us there that night.
I remember going there the first time. We were like, this is going to be easy, you know, because it's close.
Yeah.
but boy, we were in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. So we'll see you when we get there. Oh, we're here.
We made it. It was a short drive, but you know, pretty eventful.
Whenever I saw the building from down the road, I got like my heart sank a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it really did. It felt weird. How do you feel?
Shortness of breath, really. Actually, kind of nervous. I don't know why.
I know.
Hold up.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Ready? Let's go.
Let's do this. We're going in for the first time since March of 2018. Here with us right now, you know Roman's here, and then we have Sean too. So go ahead and get him, Roman. Sean's here. Hey, remember these stairs, man?
Let me see. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Step back for a minute. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go up, man.
This is strange, man. It's weird because it was so long ago, but it feels like it hasn't been long. God, geez.
Hey.
That scared the shit.
Holy crap. Wait for an introduction.
So this is the place.
This is it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Sean wasn't here when we came and filmed. Karen was here. She wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but this is the first time Sean's seeing it. But
You want to talk about right over here? Where we found the picture?
Yeah.
And what's in the picture?
Okay, so right here was where we took the picture as a group that you saw earlier, and I'll show you again, of course, and captured what looked like a green anomaly that looked like a skull manifesting about this high over me. Now it's so weird being back here. Okay. So this is the hallway leading to the room that the experience occurred in.
What room did it happen? In this room?
This room right here. This is it. That's the closet where supposedly a little boy hides from that spirit that did whatever it did to me. I was sitting right here, crisscross underneath the skyline, and that's where everything happened. Man, this is crazy. I didn't think I would come back that night. That night I almost quit. You remember?
Yeah.
I remember when you were talking about it.
Yeah, so, alright, well.
You were like, I'm done. I'm taking a month off.
Well, I was going to quit for good.
Yeah, I remember.
You can ask Roman and Karen. I was crying on the way home.
Really?
Yeah. It was rough, man. But I'm a different person now, and I don't feel like that same person, and I'm glad I'm back because I can come back and we can communicate with whatever possibly did that to me or something new and figure out what's going on. But let's cut and we'll do some investigating here in a minute.
All right.
So the antenna's turned off on this box right now. So if anything comes through, it's not radio signal. It's a clear, straight EVP. Is there somebody here that wants to talk to us?
Who's the little boy in the closet? Can you tell us his name?
Who's the dark entity here? Are you still here?
He giggled.
Oh.
Are you still here? I heard a laugh.
Did you hear that?
Who's laughing at us? Can you do it again?
Is the entity that took over my body and made me feel a way that I never thought I would feel here right now. Are you still here?
If you're here, say, I'm here. I heard it say something.
Yeah. I can slow the sweep down so maybe we can hear them.
What did it say? What did you hear?
I think I might have heard Mark.
Mark?
I heard something that sounded like that. So maybe we can hear them.
We hear you.
Light him? What did it say?
I got chills, man.
Yeah.
So did I.
Look at my arm.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
We hear you.
Okay. So, what was the name that you thought we heard up there on the
I
spirit
can't
box?
remember. I don't remember the name.
Was it Mark?
Mark, yeah. I think a name Mark.
Hey, what's the name of the little boy?
Little boy's name is Mark.
What?
And
We
he
caught
was
that
about
on-
4 years old.
We just got that on the ghost box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak down so maybe we can hear them. That's crazy.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, we just heard that right now. All right, so we're about to go upstairs. We're gonna start our nighttime investigation and turn the light off real fast. I want him to see how dark it is. Let's go full dark.
Full dark.
It's dark.
All right, here we go.
All right. Y'all want to just go ahead and start in that room?
This is rock and roll.
All right, let's do this. So much more menacing when it's dark. But we can't let that confidence that we had earlier, or at least that I had earlier, go away. All right, we've been here before. You've done this before. So let's figure this out. Let's see who it was. We have confirmation that we spoke to Mark earlier. We didn't even know that Mark was a name of somebody here, so that's crazy. And then she confirmed it off camera, and then I was like, Roman, get a camera, let's film this. That's insane. That's really cool. So let's see. Mark, are you here right now? Are you a little boy? Mark, how old are you? We heard from Becky that you like elephants. Is that true? If you like elephants, can you make an elephant noise for me really loud?
Mark, are you here right now? Are you a little boy? Mark, how old are you? We heard from Becky that you like elephants.
What was that?
That was like the door slamming.
Yeah.
Did you close the door?
Yeah. Yeah, that door was shut, right?
Yeah.
What was that? If that entity that was here last time that did whatever you did to me, I want you to come tell me what your name is right now. You heard something?
I heard a creaking.
Yeah. Really? Like the floor was shifting?
Yeah, like someone was stepping on a creaking
Weird. I'll have to
board.
listen to that playback and see. Okay. This is gonna be the last questions that I do in this room, and then we're gonna move on from here, okay? If Mark's in here, I wanna hear from you. If that entity is around us, I wanna hear from you, okay? So right now, I'm gonna let the recorder run for a few seconds, and any message you have for us right now, you tell us. Ready, set, go.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
My camera got blurry all of a sudden.
What's your stuff? Let's see if there's anything. Since there's like a pathway here, maybe like the spirits are walking around.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you used to stay in this hotel? That door just moved, but I don't know if the window on the other side of that door is open. Because if this window on the other side of this door isn't open, because it was this door, it was the big door.
Open it.
That'll be interesting.
Is it open?
Yeah, the window's open.
Okay.
It's debunked.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm not really feeling. Do you feel any energy right now?
No.
I felt it when we first came up here, and then when we went in the room first, and then it kind of just.
I think it migrates.
Yeah. Well, let's keep walking around and see if we come across it again. Do you hang out over here where we were earlier talking to you? I just heard a disembodied voice over
So did
here.
I. It was a female?
Yeah. I just heard that. This way.
Down the hallway?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I heard that. I'm glad you heard it too. Are you down here? Where are you? Can you make another noise for us so we can find you? It was like,
Yeah.
like, is that what you heard?
Something similar to that, yeah. Definitely a female voice.
Is there a woman in this hotel?
What was that?
Yes.
Yes, I'm down here.
Yes, play it one more time. I heard yes, but I don't know.
Yes, I'm down here.
Holy
It says
crap.
yes, I'm down there or here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go down there.
All right, well, let's go. Oh, I got the chills.
Holy crap, here we go.
That was a good one.
Woman, where are you? What's your name so I don't have to call you woman or lady?
If you're down here, let us know your name so we know who we're looking for.
So something, I'm not going to do this because I promised myself that I wouldn't do this before I came here. Something is like telling me like, let's split up and do solos. But I'm not going to do it. I'm letting y'all know what's going on in my head.
Yeah.
That way, like, just that to voice it so I don't act on what's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Because I don't want to end up in the same position I was in last time.
Hell no.
You should do it.
Woman, where are you? What's your name so I don't have to call you woman or lady? If you're down here,
I want to communicate with the lady. I want to talk to you. Why are you still here?
I just heard a whistle.
You did?
You heard one?
Yeah.
Behind you?
It was real faint, almost like over there, maybe through the wall or on the other side.
Weird. Why are you still here?
I want to communicate with the lady. I want to talk to you. Why are you still here?
Hmm.
I mean, all we can really do is keep making a circle, right? Pretty much.
For real? We didn't go in that one room all the way at the end. To the right?
Right?
Yeah.
I believe they said somebody was hung themselves here, or they were hanged or something.
It was this one or the other room? I forgot.
Let's see.
You know, the other one?
Was there somebody in this room that hung themselves? Are you still here with us? That wasn't us.
That wasn't us.
good.
Play it.
No, that wasn't us.
It was like, wow. What?
Play it
the-
again.
What?
Right,
Did it?
Tad?
It said yeah. I'm hearing yeah.
None of us coughed, right?
No. That's a voice. That's the EVP.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Did it say yeah? Was there someone in this room?
I can't remember what
Yeah.
it's saying.
I'm hearing
Play it one
yeah.
more time. Just for me, not even for the recording. Ted?
Did I cough?
No. You asked the question and you were quiet.
I mean, I'll see it on camera.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Weird.
Dude, that was weird.
That's cool.
Was there somebody in this room that hung themselves?
After this strange EVP, we continued investigating with no more significant captures.
It was almost as if the building had given us all it had for the night. Alright, what are y'all thinking?
Wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a long drive.
I feel that there's something in that closet.
Oh yeah.
Cause that was the most that the recorders picked up, and like I feel like drained. I feel tired again, and I wasn't.
You got the paranormal hangover.
Yep.
Any last remarks?
I'm glad that we finally put an end to this, and I can close this chapter on my life. This location is insane. It's crazy. We haven't been here long. We caught some great stuff already, but we're gonna wrap it up tonight because I feel like we got what we came here for, and that was just to come back. You know. So Sean, thanks for coming out. Roman, we did it again, and till next time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And this is the best place I believe to end this film. I didn't want to make this film to be over dramatic or scare people from entering the field, but more to show the effects it's had on me and many others. Even if you never have to go through what we did or have experiences like we did, this is a real part of paranormal investigating. That night literally changed my life forever and made me want to give up on my biggest passion. But after much thought, I realized I needed to use this experience for a positive. And that is why I created this film. I hope this can help those who have had similar experiences understand that what they went through wasn't crazy, and it wasn't just an isolated phenomenon. You aren't alone in this. So to answer my question in the opening of this film, would I go back in time and change this? Would I focus all my passion, drive, and energy into something different? And the simple answer is no. No, I wouldn't. This event is now a part of who I am and who I will forever be.